with the rest of their 4 heroes, and both of their pos ones have to farm.
Definitely does give him a bit more of an advantage over the puck. To start things off though, bot lane, MNZ, already getting chased down. Does he survive this? They dive a tier 1 tower just for a little bit, and Peksu will be the one to pick up the first blood. And Z-Freak actually falling very low. MJZ still going. Icarus Dive will allow him to get out of there safely. Does grab a boundary rune on his way out. The Thunder Predator not backing off down to this bot lane. They're still trying to apply as much pressure as they possibly can. Top lane, meanwhile, Frank does end up dying. Peksu on the Enchantress is the one to pick up the kill.
They play their cards right.
Well, top lane, Peksu gonna get jumped on though. Mid lane, Chessie actually ends up going down to the raise of Leo style, but Peksu also gonna end up dying.
Does do an early rotation down bot.
MNZ falling low, but the Rocket Barrage and the raise is enough. Leo style, great rotation. Sibi almost going down, but they don't seem to have the damage. Leo style though will chase him down for a bit. He needs to get back to the mid lane anyway. Sibi will just continue running away. Is now Matthew going to try and creep around the side for Thunder Predator. Like, these little rotations that are being made are really going to pay off in the end. As MNZ now though going to get jumped on. Z-Freak is there with the follow-up damage. Still Rocket Barrage flying out. MNZ falling low. He does have a salve. Does he get to use it? It looks like he will, as now there is another rotation. Matthew on the clockwork going to join in down to this bot lane. He can't really do much with level 1 battery assault, but he does stop any kind of pursuit coming in. Yeah, they'd love to catch up Madara. He does have 5 sticky napalm stacks, but does purge him off. But still, with the doppelganger being used up, he doesn't really have anywhere to go. Matthew just going to chase him down with the battery assault, and Leo style again will have the raise damage. And even with that defusal, generally speaking, you'll wait for the Manta.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't spot that neutral item, did he? There you go. Top though.
Good old Kane Optic. Top lane, Frank does die to Z-Freak. Z-Freak will go ahead and take back his outpost. That'll make it a 4-4. Slight net worth lead for Thunder Predator. And it looks like they're going to try and pressure the mid lane. Leo style will cancel off the Requiem. It does force the TP cancel as well. Sibi going to run in on the LC. Z-Freak right behind him just in case. They will successfully defend this mid tier 1 for now. I mean, it does cop a fair bit of damage. They'll spot out Peksu and Chessie. Hook almost blocked by Frank there. He shows himself. They'll go for the Fiend's Grip instead. They'll just grab the puck. Peksu, he's been trapped up in the cogs. Really nowhere to go. In fact, they find a lasso onto Sibi. Sibi will try and get himself up, but there's the hook shot from Matthew, locking him down. It's a 0 for 3. Thunder Predator.
That their farm game goes uninterrupted.
They may find MNZ, and they do a Dream Call immediately there from Chessie. He does go for the silence, but look at the rotations. Thunder Predator, they're ready for this. Leo doesn't have Requiem, but he may not need it as Nightmare. Gonna be there on MNZ. He's still burning out though. The Fire Spirit damage from Z-Freak. It's too high. Now Frank trying to get the return kill onto this Phoenix. It looks like they eventually will, as he doesn't have Icarus Dive available. And Leo style, he ends up getting Peksu on the Enchantress. The overwarming odds out. But now the Yules will be there from Leo, and he is going to go down in the end. The SF picking up another kill. That's going to make it a 6-0 for Leo style. MNZ does barely spot him out. Some flak cannon hits flying out, as well as the Yules now being committed by Leo. Phase shift, but Requiem being charged up. The silence will cancel that off. Chessie trying to juke them out, and is actually creating a fair bit of space for his team. Dream Call as well to delay things. They still want this kill, but they can't get out of that latch. And it looks like they won't actually be able to commit all the way onto this puck. Meanwhile, mid lane though, there's a lasso onto a Pio Madara. He's going to fall very, very low and does end up dropping in the end. The Phoenix diving in, trying to find something for his team, but now they're going to lose Peksu. He gets trapped in the cogs, and he dies as well. And Frank isn't done. He's looking for more. Have lasso available though. Bot lane, Sibi again, going to be caught out of position. Cogs will be there. Battery assault from Matthew, and the hook shot will land, of course. Matthew will be the one to claim the kill on the clock. Oh, now they go for more. Lasso gonna catch up Peksu. Doesn't have any way to go. Just ends up dying to Leo style. Thunder Predator. The aggression coming out from this Radiant side, they're just not giving an inch away to OG.Seed.
Barely higher than the Gyrocoppers. Although Sibi.
Could find a nice duel. Does commit it immediately as Jesse should be there with the follow-up damage. Nice silence onto the Bane, but Frank, he's actually too tanky. Dreamcore comes out. Leo cancelling off the Requiem for now as they're just trying to get out of this team fight. Frank gets nightmared up, but it's immediately cancelled by the Phoenix, and now the Icarus dive coming in. Chessie actually ended up dying to Leo style on the SF, and now OG.Seed again going to find themselves in trouble. Hookshot won't land, but they already got the Phoenix. They don't quite get Sibi with the hook, but it doesn't really matter as look at this TP going straight onto Peksu. He'll get the Yules off. Leo style just setting up perfectly again. I just don't know what this Dire side can do. It just seems like they have to wait on Madara.
That does look to be OG.Seed's game plan here. They are just putting all their eggs in one basket. Now, we have seen this pay off before, but with the items that Madara is actually farming up, he's going for that Hood of Defiance next, just to give himself some extra tankiness. You know, Thunder Predator is just growing bigger and bigger. And the 4 heroes of OG.Seed are not really buying too much
Frank.
space. In fact, they get
Chessie! He went in to just push out the creep wave. Guess he just wasn't expecting the Batrider to be waiting in the tree line, but Thunder Predator, they just continue to find such important pickoffs. And now Leo tipping the puck. So they'll control that Dire jungle, they'll take the outpost. They almost end up finding the PO. In fact, the fight is still going. Madara chasing after Leo, trying to find a huge pickoff. Looks like it is going to cost him as the Fiend's Grip will be there from MJZ. And there's the tip from Frank as well. I suppose if he got the SF kill, it would have been worth his own life, but in the end he doesn't get anything, and now they're even going to find Z-Freak up at the top lane. Just fights going on all across the map. OG.Seed again going to be chased down. They'll get Sibi on the LC. He's been cogsed up with nowhere to go but down. And mid lane, I thought Chessie would have found a kill, but unfortunately he gets lassoed up by Frank and ends up losing his life.
It does look like it's going to be a bit too late for them to contest.
Have we seen the egg committed yet?
No. No, not even once. And that's surprising. There were a lot of moments where Z-Freak's right in the middle with that long cooldown spell. And just like that, Thunder Predator will take a tier 2 up top. But
They definitely do.
you know, OG.Seed, they need to make something happen with these 4 heroes. We just see them going in one by one, getting picked off. They're not really playing 4 Protect 1 here. You know, they're not really buying the space for that one hero. Well, they're just kind of spread out across the map, trying to greed it out a bit. And that's really going to affect them. Like, they've got the Shadow Blade on Sibi. They've only got 1 dual win at 22 minutes in. It's one of these slower progressions we've seen on Legion Commander in a while.
Oh, Matthew going to get vision with that Rocket Flare, looking for a hookshot opportunity. Keeps cancelling it, just not finding the right one yet though. Madara, he'll jump in straight onto this clock and drain all that mana. Now they get a duel off onto the SF. Though, do they have the damage? Lasso is there on Z-Freak. He does have egg, doesn't commit it yet. Leo style, meanwhile, BKB's up and survives through all the damage output as Chessie and Z-Freak go down and make it 3 with Madara. In fact, make that 4. It's a triple kill onto the SF. He does find Sibi with his last long-range raise. Now, OG.Seed, I mean, can they hold on much longer?
They have the egg. I'm going to be saying that as long as that spell's off cooldown. They've got the egg. This is really potent in a high ground defense. They just have to use it. They don't have the Dream Coil for a bit longer, though. That's going to cause a couple of issues in this team fight, and they're probably just going to have to surrender at least a Rax. But with the way the game's going, Thunder Predator could go for more, and I wouldn't blame them.
Sibi going to show himself. Homing Missile is going to be there. Chessie will just jump in with some warning shots. Icarus dive being committed. Madara actually going to go in after MNZ. He's already copying so much damage though. Just trying to chip away at this gyrocopter. MNZ hasn't Aegis anyway, but now the Dream Core, but a hook shot from Matthew. Connects on 2, straight on the PL, burst him down. Madara doesn't have dieback, and this game is over. They call GG well played, they've had enough. And Thunder Predator, what a debut at the loot.bet Dota Summit 12. Man, they just look dominant.